let's talk about something a lot of us do, but maybe don't really talk about. We're going to dive into why talking to yourself might actually be a sign that you have an incredibly powerful mind. So let's be honest for a sec. When you're totally alone, maybe driving your car or just puttering around the house, do you ever find yourself talking out loud? Maybe just whispering your to-do list or even replaying a conversation in your head? If you're nodding along right now, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not strange at all, and you're definitely not alone. In fact, you're in some really, really good company. It's way more common than people think. And get this, it turns out this little habit isn't just common. It's often a sign of some seriously powerful personal traits. So let's break down what those are. We're going to look at 4 key signs that your little habit of chatting with yourself is actually a kind of superpower in disguise. All right, first up, and this is a big one, people who talk to themselves often have a super strong sense of self-awareness. And the way this works is actually fascinating. See, when you talk to yourself, you're not just making random noise. You're actively processing what's happening in your life. You're asking yourself the tough questions. You're dealing with your feelings head-on instead of just pushing them down. This is like a core piece of emotional intelligence. And this quote just nails it. Instead of just having that knee-jerk reaction to something, you're taking a beat. You talk it out, you analyze it, you try to make sense of it. That is reflection in its purest form. Okay, so let's build on that. The second trait is all about deep thinking. It's a sign that your mind isn't just, skimming the surface of things. Your brain is always churning, right? It's looking for the why behind things. Maybe you find yourself replaying a conversation, thinking about what you could have said differently, or you literally talk yourself through a problem step by step, like, okay, first I've got to do this, then I'll tackle that. And that's exactly what this is. It isn't just aimless chatter, it's a tool. It is your brain problem solving in real time. Tons of successful people do this, whether they realize it or not, to work through really tough challenges. All right, number 3 on our list is a strong sense of independence. This is all about being truly comfortable in your own skin and even more, in your own head. I mean, think about it. If you're okay talking to yourself, it means you're okay being alone. You don't always need someone else around or some background noise to feel all right. You have this incredible ability to be your own hype person when you need a boost, and to be the calming voice when you're feeling stressed. You basically become your own coach. And that's what it boils down to, right? You've built your very own internal support system. You can reason with yourself, pump yourself up, and remind yourself that you've got this, all without needing to hear it from someone else. And finally, number 4, and this one might be my favorite, creativity. That little inner chat you have going on, it is often the playground for a super creative mind. Think about creative people, writers, artists, innovators. They're constantly imagining things. They're running through dialogue for a story, building entire world, or just playing around with a new idea. Saying those thoughts out loud helps make them real. It takes a fuzzy idea that's just floating around in your head and gives it some actual shape. See? This totally flips the script. What some people might see as a little weird is actually the engine of creativity. It's the sound of creation happening right in front of you. Okay, but hold on. Before we go any further, there's a really critical distinction we have to make here. Because, not all self-talk is the same. The tone of that voice in your head matters a lot. So seriously, just take a second and check in with yourself. What does your inner voice sound like? Is it your cheerleader, a guide that helps you grow and encourages you? Or is it more of a harsh critic, always putting you down and making you feel small? Just knowing the difference is a huge first step. And here's probably the best piece of advice you'll ever get on this. If you notice that voice is being negative, try to change it. Just try to treat yourself with the same kindness and patience that you would give to a friend you really care about. And this really brings us to the heart of it all. This whole thing, it comes down to the relationship you're building with the one person you're going to be with for your entire life, you. So let's wrap this up. Talking to yourself is not a weakness. Far from it. It's very often a sign of these 4 incredible strengths we just talked about. The most important thing is to pay attention to the tone of that conversation and make sure you're nurturing it so it's an ally, not an enemy. And I'll leave you with this. When you get right down to it, nurturing that inner voice is really about nurturing the single most important relationship you will ever have. So next time you catch yourself chatting away to yourself, don't be embarrassed. Just give yourself a little nod. That's a powerful mind at work.